So I would say the answer is yes as to it all.
Yes, and by the way, we did try and capture on your attachment A, in parentheses, so I've got 100 hours for reports, 30 hours for fees, 30 hours for general config and training. So this does align with that page 13, 12 and 13.
Just because you said it might be less, and you said it might be more. So
It's not going to be more. So let me say it this way.
and that's fine. I bet you mentioned that it could be more. So.
Yeah, if you came to us after this number of hours and said, John, guess what? We want even more training. I'm going to sell you more training. You know what I'm saying? Your level of expertise is going to be growing at all times. And if you come to me and say, John, you know what? There's a couple more reports that we want. You've trained us how to do the reporting on our own. But at this point in time, we have less time than money. Would you do it? Sure, we'd do it. And I'll charge you for it. You know.
It just wouldn't be under this contract.
Right. Right.
You got any questions?
I have a question. I'm sorry.
I just have one question, Mark. How does your staff feel about this?
Well, there was, after the first demonstration, we all sat together and wept. I'm not kidding, it was emotional because we've been dealing with basically, we're using hocus pocus to get by right now, and it could disappear at any second. And so, and it's just totally ineffective. And so this really was just a real eye-opener. And like I opened up with 16 years ago. The good news is 16 years ago, this little software wasn't probably anything like it is now. So, hopefully this is just timely in ways we don't understand. And now, I mean, I don't like the way you whisper in here.
I'm just reminding you.
Kelly is our building technician, and she's probably the #1 person for a testimonial. And if she stopped whispering and speak out loud, she'd give you one. I'm pretty sure. Now she's making faces, I can feel it. But no, it's just it's a quantum leap that we need to take, frankly. And that's the consensus of staff. It's more than overdue.
So, two things, Mr. Chairman. The specific answer to your question is found on page 10A.1.2, and that's professional services at the top. There are discussions about the amount of time and material deployment services, the data migration, the report configuration, the next page, fee configuration, general configuration, training, and travel. So those all correspond to what I believe is listed in attachment B. Is that correct, sir?
That is
All right, very good. The second thing is I have a question, and that is Paladin have a litigation history that you can report to us?
No.
None that you can report, or no litigation?
No litigation. No litigation.
Okay. Thank you.
Always a skeptic.
No.
Aaron,
Cautious.
What's the IT guys, what do they think about this? Is this gonna be?
Well, Robert is here. He was part of the group that put together the RFP package and ranked and did all that. I'll let him respond to
Is
that.
this going forward in the other departments as well?
Yeah, I see this as probably the best case solution that you could ever find, to be honest with you. It's long overdue, like he said. Some of the things that they've been dealing with, I think you're gonna see a lot of people very happy in the community because that has been very big frustration for them to be able to come in and get a permit because it's not consistent, it's not timely. Even with the great staff that you have, they're dealing with an antiquated system that doesn't have all these features that they need to be able to serve them. So I think the community is going to thank you for it. I think that staff is going to be very thankful. They're going to be able to go home and sleep at night. I know Maury has talked to us several times about their old system and how to protect that data, and we don't have a good way of doing it. And it's all being done on Amazon services, which is one of the best in the world. Very, very thankful for this.
do we get to hear from Kelly? What is the deal?
Quotable quote.
I'm sorry?
Do we get to hear from you to close the deal?
I'm just really excited. I probably at least 3 times a day get calls from people that own property in Lassen County that don't live in Lassen County. And, you know, I looked online to find your permit. It's not online. No, I'm sorry, it's not. I'll have to mail it to you. And we don't, at this time, we don't accept payments with credit card or online, definitely. Even just data that, for instance, suppliers, they might want to know how many permits we've issued this month and to who and what type, etc. Well, I do have one of those reports. It's separate from my PT Win, so there's another one that I'm going in and creating separate from that one that I then have to pull up, send an attachment in an email to somebody else when they can pull all this up on their own online whenever they want. And
So you're gonna have a whole bunch of extra time.
I'm excited about doing some organizing, definitely.
Thanks, Tom. You're the only one that needed to come, you know.
I told her that.
Any other questions? Any, public, is there any questions of the public? All right, well, thanks. So if there's no further discussion, the official proposed action request is to approve the recommendation and authorize the chairman to sign the contract. So it's a tie.
Okay. And second? Okay.
Alrighty, it's been moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Chair votes aye. Thank you, thanks for the presentation, and
Yeah.
thanks, Marty, and everybody involved.
Thank you to the staff, they just worked their tail off getting this done, and thanks to Tyler for coming all the way here to give the presentation. I think this is gonna be a good thing for everybody.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Alrighty, I think that's about right.
That's it. That's it for us.
Adjourned.